Hello, fellow entrepreneurs. This is Augustine from BusinessRocket, and today we're going to walk through how to start an LLC in New York step by step. We'll break everything down into 7 simple steps in plain English so anyone can follow along. And if you still have any questions at the end, go ahead and drop them in the comments and we'll make sure to get you answers. Let's go ahead and jump in. Step 1. Choose your company name. The first step is picking the name for your LLC. You'll want to search the business database on the New York Department of State website to make sure that the name is available. Now, there's a few things to keep in mind. Your name must be distinguishable from existing businesses in New York. That means if Ace Trucking LLC already exists, or even if Ace Trucking Inc. exists, you cannot select Ace Trucking LLC as your name. A different designator such as Inc. or LLC is not considered enough to be distinguishable from another business. Your name must include an LLC designator such as LLC, L.L.C. or Limited Liability Company. We usually recommend LLC just to keep things simple for you and others. Some words are generally restricted in New York, such as bank, insurance, university, attorney, and others, unless you receive special approval. If you're not ready to file yet, you can reserve a name for 60 days by submitting a name reservation application. This is usually $20 per reservation application. Step 2. Understanding the default registered agent rule. New York is a bit unique compared to other states. When you form an LLC in New York, the state itself automatically becomes your registered agent. That means the Secretary of State will receive legal documents on behalf of your company. You'll need to provide a mailing address where those documents can be forwarded. Many businesses also choose to designate an additional registered agent service to help manage legal notices and compliance reminders. If you need help, BusinessRocket can provide this service for you. Step 3. File your articles of organization. Next, you'll officially create your LLC by filing articles of organization with the New York Department of State. The filing fee is $200 and can be filed online, by mail, or in person. Processing times vary depending on the filing method. It's typically 2 to 5 business days online and around 3 weeks by mail. There are expedited options for an additional cost. 24-hour service is $25, same day for $75 if submitted before noon, and 2-hour service for $150 if hand-delivered or faxed by 2:30 p.m. The articles will include your LLC name, the county where the LLC is located, address for service or process, and the organizer's information. Once the state approves this filing, your LLC now legally exists. Step 4. Complete the New York publication requirement. This is the step that surprises most people about New York LLCs. Within 120 days of forming your LLC, New York requires that you publish a notice of your LLC's formation in 2 newspapers in the county where your business is located. Here's how that'll work. You'll contact the county clerk to obtain the names of 2 designated newspapers. One will be a daily paper and one will be a weekly paper. You'll submit the notice of formation to these newspapers, and the notice must run for 6 consecutive weeks. After the publication is complete, the newspapers will provide you with affidavits of publication. You'll then submit those with a filing of certificate of publication to the state, and the filing fee for that is $50. Costs for the newspapers vary widely, sometimes a few $100s, and in some counties it can exceed $1,000. We can't legally advise you to skip this step and ignore the laws and requirements in New York, but we do understand that it's not financially feasible for all new entities, especially if you aren't planning to conduct business right away. If you don't complete this step, the company will still be actively registered with the state, but your LLC can be limited in ways. For example, being able to sue or have proper liability protection set in place. However, other companies that have elected to file this at a later date have had this status lifted and the publication become retroactive to the date it started doing business. We personally advise to contact the Secretary of State and ask what can happen if you don't publish within 120 days to seek a better understanding on how to approach this for your situation. We'll leave their contact info below. Step 5. Create an operating agreement. New York is one of the few states that legally requires LLCs to have an operating agreement. This document outlines ownership percentages, member responsibilities, voting rights, profit distributions, and procedures for disputes. The agreement must typically be adopted within 90 days of forming the LLC. Even for single member LLCs, this document is still recommended for liability protection. Step 6. Get an EIN from the IRS. Next, Apply for an EIN with the Internal Revenue Service. Your EIN acts like a social security number for your business, and you'll need it to open a business bank account, hire employees, file federal taxes, and apply for credit or financing. Most businesses can get this online in just a few minutes via the IRS portal, but if you don't have a U.S. social security number or ITIN, you will need to file Form SS4 and fax it to the IRS. Step 7. File your biennial statement. To keep your LLC active in New York, you must file a biennial statement. It's due every 2 years by the end of the calendar month in which your business was formed. The filing fee is $9 and it's submitted to the New York Department of State. You can also use this to update your business address and contact information. If you forget to file, the state can mark your company as delinquent, so it's important to remain compliant. And that's it, the 7 steps to starting an LLC in New York. New York does have a few extra rules compared to most states, especially the publication requirement. But once you know the process, it's easily manageable. If you want to do it yourself, now you have the roadmap. But if you require help, BusinessRocket has helped thousands of entrepreneurs start and maintain their companies in multiple states. If you found this video to be helpful at all, please like and share, comment your questions below, and subscribe for more business guides in the future. We'll see you next time.